See, I mean, we need to do a lot of infrastructure development in Africa. A lot. See, thinking about it, I'm happy, okay, because it tells me that the millions and millions of young Africans will have work to do.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it says that. But at the same time, I talk to a lot of young Africans, and I get scared. Okay, because I don't generally see that they are well equipped to do all those things. Okay, so that's the area where I get scared, is that the education for young Africans to be able to do all the things that Africa needs in the next 30 years. We're not doing enough in terms of education, and that scares me. That scares me so badly, you know. Yeah.
That's
Well,
very true.
yeah.
That's very true, because when you look at what is happening today with the age of social media and
Yeah.
whatever, it's so unfortunate that most of our of this new generation, they are so fixated on making money, being popular, and things like that. I remember when I early stages of my gardening, when I started, I remember I had members from a particular church who stopped by, and they stopped by at my gate, and one of them came to me and asked me, "Are you suffering?" I'm like, I was like, "Why do you ask?" He said, "No, you're growing food. You're growing your food." I was like, "No, that shouldn't translate to suffering." I also get I also get guests, who visit my property. I also have property that I rent out on Airbnb and Booking.com. So I get guests who come there and they see plants being grown and whatever, and it means nothing to them. They're not concerned about that. But yet that is where the food your food comes
Exactly.
from, and they don't really care, about that information. So I think it's very important. I remember growing up in Nigeria, you were given the option of either doing agric science or home economics.
Yeah. Secondary
And
school. Yes.
yes, and that literally shaped our thinking,
Yeah.
going forward. Like, we had knowledge of the basics, and that itself stuck with us, growing up, you knew what to do, So unfortunately, that no longer exists, and I think it's important all of those things are factored into our curriculum.
Yeah.
And that is where, like, for me, I believe homeschooling is very important. I homeschool my kids for the past 7 years. I've been doing that.
Wow.
So literally, your kids are able to grasp the basics. Should they find themselves anywhere, those life skills will kick in, and they will know how to survive and how to literally fend for themselves. So I think it's very important
Yeah.
for Africans. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I come from a family of farmers. Okay, I was born in the village. For the first 5 years of my life, I lived in the village with my grandparents, with my uncles. My uncles were big farmers. They owned big farms. So
Yeah.
now when I see young people in the city, unfortunately, including my own children, they don't know that the yam they eat is grown in the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't know that pawpaw, orange, mango are on the tree. They don't have the concept of these simple things,
Yeah.
which people like me and you take for granted.
True.
Okay. So the kids who most likely go to higher education, right? So higher education are the less knowledgeable about the state of nature.
True.
And yet, they are the ones who dictate what will go on in schools.
Yeah,
And
true.
that scares me.
That's scary. You know, it's
because they don't know the basic things. And they're the ones who decide what will happen in the next generation.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
scary.
it's scary. I mean, I saw a post recently on LinkedIn where a particular school in Nigeria, the school fees is set at 43 million naira, annually. And I was like, what the heck are they going to teach them?
What are they teaching you? Is
What are they going
it
to teach
PhD?
and I think it's called Charterhouse, and the school it's a primary school, I think primary or secondary school, and it looks like Chartered House in the UK. And I'm like, okay, it's a nice building, but what exactly are they going to teach them? Because for sure, like such institutions, they're not going to teach children how to grow their food and things like that. So I think it's very important, we go back to some kind of basics. I think adults as well, just grow a tomato. It's not difficult to grow a tomato, grow spinach, grow lettuce, let's inspire your children, to learn those basic skills, and should they find themselves somewhere, who knows, they can literally thrive, with the current trajectory of the world at the moment. It's guaranteed that people are going to lose their jobs, with AI, with AI getting into full swing now. Literally, people are losing, their jobs, and there is no backup, for them. They literally, imagine you literally learning how to study a course. You go to university and you come out, there's no job for you. That course is literally obsolete. What do you do as a person? So it's scary for a coming generation. So, but there is a way. Hence the reason why people like us, you and I, we need to put that word out there. We need to motivate people, inspire them that there is actually a way. First you just need to, it makes sense that as a human being, you first need to secure your food, where your food is coming from. That's very, very important. It doesn't make sense, for you to go make so much money, and that paper you can't, without you accessing, you can't
You eat
do
it.
that. So it's very important to secure where your food is coming from, your shelter and water. With those things, you can literally survive as a human being. Then other things will be secondary. So that is how we should raise our kids.
It's important. It's very, very, very important.